Right then. So, you've done it before? Anyone else? Anyone else done mace? Say mace.
Mace.
That's not how you said it earlier. You said mace. Mace. So go do mace, you said. Yeah, that's it. That was more like it. Right, so most of you have around about a 4 kilo one. Some of you got the slightly lighter one, which I think is about 2.8, something like that. So I'll use the same as you guys. Mace training, I said earlier, this young man has already seen, originates from India and Peru. Mace is what you use to batter people with in war, and then the Indian wrestling venues started using mace training to strengthen their shoulders to launch their opponents. They swing it like this over their head, but they tend to use a bamboo bar with a big concrete block on the end, which weighs about 25 to 30 kilos. And like I said, yours is not quite that heavy, but you'll see how heavy it is in a bit when we use 2 arms and they use 1. Nice. Any questions before we start? No, we're going to be all boring and serious. How many of you have just got here? Where you been all day? Ah, shit.
So they can work extra hard.
Have you done some already?
No, really? Just swing that right around.
Right, so yeah, if you want to spread out a little bit, because when we swing, the mace goes like this, and I don't want you hitting each other, so you might want to stagger a little bit. Come forward. I'm not going to bite, I promise. Just maybe stagger a little bit. Just be wary of the laptop, because that ain't mine. I'm the same at the back. Just be wary of the stand with it when you're hitting anything. So we're going to do a little bit of warm-up. Earlier on, we did a mix. We're going to do something similar. We're going to maybe concentrate on a little bit more of the traditional exercises which they do in India, which is the swing, the 10 to 2, things like that, right? You'll get to know it. So I'm going to put music on, but you don't really need it. We can have a little boogie and have a dance and warm up. What do you reckon? You lot are going to be serious, aren't you? I had that this morning, didn't I? Miserable lot in class, yeah. This one, 3rd one today, 5 tomorrow. Plenty of options to come again. Right now, so we're going to warm up. So first of all, if you place the mace, you've got the handle and the pommel, and that's your globe. So if you put your globe, the bigger ball on the floor, place both hands on top, step away from it, and just press your chest down, and then lift back up. Do that a few times for me. Just push through. We're going to start to open up the chest, the shoulders, the lat muscles. So we're going to take our time. We're going to do lots of warm-up mobility drills. We're going to get super warm, and then we're going to swing the mace around our heads, and we're going to look amazing, yeah? Not one single ass player. Come on, don't be miserable with me. One more and then relax. Now, coming up, when you swing the mace, we drive our elbows. So that's what I want you to do to warm up your lat muscles and your shoulders. Bring your right arm up and then drive your elbow across your body. So I want you to push with your elbow. Don't just like, that was this morning in Wagatar. So we've got to go like that and drive the elbow across. So you get a real good stretch into the shoulders, a little bit into the lat muscles, push it down. You'll be like, if you squeeze your hand, it looks more like powerful. Oh God. Another one of these classes. And then switch, do the other arm, circle up, drive the elbow across, get lots of movement into those shoulder joints. Deep breaths, big smiles. You're doing a little bit of a hair flick with yours. Yeah, she's like this. One more. Carefully pick your mace up. How many of you do kettlebells? So we're going to do a bit of a kettlebell style exercise. Hold your handle in the right hand, close to the globe with the left. We're going to hinge from the hip. We're going to swing between the legs and bring it up. Now, if you feel comfortable, you can let go and hold it like this into a single arm, bouncy kind of thingy at the top there. Some of you are looking serious already. Concentration. So we've got overhand grip, swing, get those legs and hips nice and warm, ready for when you're doing your dancing later. You all going out drinking tonight? There was too much of a pause there for me to believe it. If there was a no, you would have no. And then relax and switch. Take it into the other hand, catch, go again. Swing and flow. Where's your mate? She came earlier actually. Yeah. Two more. Starting to get a bit warmer. Lovely. Take it into your right hand, take it upside down, round your back like this, and just stretch through the tricep. If you're pulling it there, you get a little pull. Oh, she's left us already. Okay. And then switch arms, bring it up, pull, pull. Hold the thumb on. Tough, isn't it? And relax. Slowly grab it with both hands, put it over the shoulder, bring it back. A couple more conditioning exercises just to warm up. So we're going to take it, overhand grip, both hands, level with your shoulders. You want the globe stuck out a little bit to the side, so we've got a nice offset position. So I want your hand right at the end, where the handle is, and at least halfway down the bar, and then you press. So you've got that globe sticking out and then back. Nice and easy. If you want to make it more challenging, is that too easy? No. Are you sure? Look at them guns, I reckon it is. So if you want to bring your hands in a little bit closer, like that, and then press, see, I knew you would, and then go. Make it more challenging, you just take the hands even closer again, and then keep pressing. Get a little bit of strength working to those wrists and forearms. One more, then bring it down. Take your hands back to about shoulder width apart. We're going to stiff leg deadlift, tilt down, and then bring back up. Again, a little offset. You can bring the hands closer to make it a little bit more challenging. So if you take your hand right to the end and take the bar out that way a bit. So so you just got that little offset. It just means that some of your lateral core muscles have to switch in a little bit more. Two more, and then we'll go on the other side, press and deadlifts. Switch it round. We're going to press up and bring it back down to the chest. Right? Looking all serious as well. So you guys are together, three, and your friend who just left. Anyone else together? Are you with anyone in here? Are you guys together at the back? Who are you with? Just on your own. Then take it down, and we tilt forward. So we've had a good weekend so far, not you guys because you've just showed up, but been alright so far? Do you come every year?
Yes.
Is it because it's local? No? North Wales. How long's that? That's not too far, is it? No. How far for you? Oh, that's not too far either, is it? What about you? How far's that? And then relax. For me, I come from Gloucester. It's normally about 3.5 to 4 hours. When I come last year, it took me 7.5. Traffic was bad. Right, so what we're going to do now overhand grip with the right hand, underhand grip with the left. Lengthen your left arm. So you've got your right arm up here, it's just loose, nice and controlled, holding onto the mace. You're going to switch and lengthen down, switch and lengthen down. So we're just trying to get a lengthening through the arm into that bicep, and then you can pick up the pace. Yeah. And don't look so confused. You just slide the hand up and switch. Then we're going to try to learn our 360. You should be an expert now because this is the second time you've been today. Yeah. I've got 5 of these classes tomorrow. You can take one now. Last one. Then relax. Place it up. Hands towards the bottom. So take them around about a finger width apart. Bring your hands down towards your belly button. If you're up here with your shoulders, when you swing, it's really difficult, so you've got to relax your shoulders down. We're going to do it in contact with the body first, so rest it on your right shoulder, lift your arms up, slide them down your back, turn your left shoulder slightly forward, straighten your arms, bring it over, and go again. Try that. You should just circle around that body. It's harder when you've got big hair, isn't it? Big ponytails at the back. One more, and then I want you to try and go the other way. Still in contact, rest it on the left shoulder, arm up, slide down so the hands come behind the back of the head, slide back up, and bring it back over. So anytime we do a swing, if you would prefer to do this option, then feel free to do this option. If you are feeling good though, and you really want to go for it, that's what we're going to do next. So we're going to learn how to get this the steel mace back over the shoulder first. So if you put it behind you, like that, feet a little bit wider, and then swing your hips so it moves from side to side. Then when you're ready, and you think this is going really well, go like this. Put it over. How did it go? How did it go? Put it back over gently. Slide it down the back, pull it behind your head. So do you remember what I said about driving your elbows? So if you're going to bring it over your right shoulder, you're going to drive with your right elbow like this, over. I'm not going to say anything. So some of you will find that difficult, some of you will find it suitable to be able to get the idea of how to put it back over. When you go back with the mace, right, most people will do this the first time and they'll hit themselves in the ass because they've gone backwards. Your mace needs to go in a circle, yeah? So it's going to go that way and behind your shoulder. So if I show you, I'm going to drop it out and then I'm going to put it back over. So you see how it makes a 360-degree spin? More to the side. So you want it to drop out. So the best way to do it, look over your right shoulder. So you're looking straight over your shoulder. If you used to put your arm out there, you want that mace to be about 2 inches behind where your arm would be. Yeah? Look there. That's where I want the head of that mace to go. Now don't overthink it though. See some of you going, how far is 2 inches? And relax. There's a lighter one if you want to try. Try that. There's 3 lighter ones there. Feeling good? So when you're ready, just try it. It doesn't matter if we don't get it. You can stick with the other one, like I said. Keep it in contact. Sometimes you'll find that if you just keep going, you will find that the rhythm makes it a little bit easier. Do you want me to do it your way? Hey? Saying to this guy earlier that I've got a hammer at home which is 25 kilos, but when it's a hammer, all the weight is in the end and the bars are quite thin. So when you get to here, yeah, so it's all about grip, strength, and you're learning to use your shoulders and your lat muscles for the drive. So that's why we try and encourage that drive in the first place, yeah? But like I said, it takes a little bit of getting used to. We're just going to go the other way now then. Go over the other shoulder. That way. See how you get on. Who went, there? Other shoulder. Anyone hit themselves in the bum yet? Or in the thigh? Or in the shoulder? Or in the head? That happens sometimes. Sometimes people whack themselves on the head. No? Well, you're all experts then. Keep going. Couple more. So in steel mace and kettlebell sport competitions, have any of you ever done kettlebell sport? So for kettlebell sport, you'll do maybe one move and you do it consistently for 10 minutes. So for example, you might do snatch and you're allowed one hand change in that 10 minutes and you row for as many reps as you possibly can. There's also steel mace sport, which is you have two moves, which is the 360, or you have the 10 to 2, which is similar, but it only comes up to the shoulder and then back to the other side. So you have to keep the momentum and you do it for 15-minute periods at a time. And you have to have a specific weight depending on what your body weight is. Yeah. So I think for most men, it starts at 15 kilos and you have to do between 10 and 15 minutes. Yeah. So it's nice. Right. So we're going to do a little bit of we did a bit of flow earlier, didn't we? So we'll try it again. We'll do a different flow though. So I want you to take your mace up, go over in the air, relax the shoulders. You're going to catch your mace with your left hand and you're going to step out with your right leg, like this. And then push your hand down. Are you not coordinated? Because you looked right in the dance class earlier. And then switch hands and just fold across to the other leg. That's the same leg. No. Right, so we're here. You've got your right hand in the air with the handle, your left hand down. You're going to come to the center, you're going to switch your mace and just fold across to the other leg. Yeah? So when you come into the switch, you put your hands together, almost like a prayer position, you slide down. So that means you'll have one overhand, one underhand, and then when you come back, you switch. So you're pushing the globe down to your opposite ankle. If you've got it in the right hand, you push it to the left ankle. If you've got it in the left hand, you push it to the right ankle. Make sense? Ish? So we go from side to side. We're going to do 2, 1, 2. Now go back to the right and stick the mace out like this instead. Bow and arrow. And then switch. This is where we test whether you got the mace the right way. That side, leg that side. That's it. Right, so from here, we've all got the globe on the right hand side, yeah? Have we? The big ball on that end, on the right hand side? I didn't want to say anyone, I didn't want to pick anyone out. And drop into your left leg. From here, come to the center and at the same time slide your hands together. And then you pull the globe out to the left and you drop to the right leg. I've seen that. And then we're going to switch again. Come to the center. And as you go out this way, you drop the mace down. Got up? And then we switch. And we drop down. So the legs just go side to side. The mace goes up. Bow and arrow. It goes up. Bow and arrow. It comes down to the opposite ankle, comes down to the opposite ankle. Try and make it a bit more flowy. Come in, come out, and just go at your own pace. Move it from side to side, up and down. This is your diamond flow. We make a little diamond. Keep going. Keep going until you're really knackered. I loved so many variations of the same exercise. I love it. I think it's great. And then relax. Take it back up. This time we're going to catch it in the left hand again. We're going to take our right leg behind in a cross behind lunge. So we go like this. Drop and point down to that ankle at the back. We bring it back to the center We catch it in the right hand, and your left leg goes behind. Come with me when you're ready. Center, grab the globe, lunge, back to the center. Now, if you're not very good at cross behind lunges or curtsy lunges, just go a little bit, it doesn't matter. Just a slight step behind is fine. Or you can get right into it. That's it, side to side. One more. Then relax. Do you want to work on a little bit of balance? Let's see what your balance is like. So put the mace out like this, bow and arrow. Globe out to your left. And then we're going to switch. And we're going to bring our leg up at the same time. Yeah? Switch, step out into a lunge and drop down. Step in, bow and arrow. Switch, bow and arrow, but with your leg up. Then that leg steps out and you push your globe down towards that ankle. Got it? Legs upside down. Come back to the center. Out we go, globe out to the left. Put the globe out to the right and lift your right leg up. Step your right leg out and put your mace down with the left hand. I'll do this way. So come back to the center. Put your globe out to the right. Put your globe out to the left and lift your left leg. Then switch in that mace as you step your left down. How we do? Yeah, come back in. Out we go. Switch and lift. Step and switch. Drop down. One more time, bring it in. Are we getting warmer yet? Not that warm by the times of it. We just have to keep going. Drop down. And then relax. Give the shoulders a little roll. If you need some water, go for it. We'll have a little shoulder rest. Everyone okay? I mean, it's not convincing. The yeahs are not convincing. How are you doing, all right? And how are you doing on your first fit camps? Good? What other classes have you done? What have you done? What have you done?
A dance class, a Pilates with sparky balls.
Yep.
That was really painful.
Really painful? Trigger point Pilates.
Yeah.
And was the dance class with Barry?
No.
Was it the... Oh, Michelle. Lovely. Okay, we all good? Let's try and put the little flows together then. Are you yawning? Are you sure? Pretty sure I just seen a yawn. She just yawned. Definitely yawned. Right. So, we're going to catch the globe in the left, we're going to step out with the right. So we start with our two bow and arrows with our diamond flow. So we step out, keep your feet where they are and just switch sides and switch the mace. Then when you switch right sides, you drop the mace down. And then you drop the mace down. Now, we're going to bring it in, right? And we're going to step behind and lunge. Yep. Switch, step behind and lunge. Then step to the center and bow and arrow. Bow and arrow, lift your leg. Step out with that leg and drop down. And then back up to the center. We bow and arrow once more. We bow and arrow and lift. And then we drop. Easy, wasn't it? Keep your feet wide. Just move across to the right and shove your bar out into that bow and arrow. Switch. Switch and drop down. Switch and drop down. Then when you switch, your right leg is going to go behind. Cross behind lunge. And then switch and cross behind lunge. Then feet together, bow and arrow again. Bow and arrow and lift. Is your shoulders aching now? And then drop. Then shoot it out once more. Shoot it out and lift. And then drop down. And then what we should do, every time we do a change in there, we should show them some swings in the middle. But I don't reckon you want to do it, do you? No. Right, so we're going to do some uppercut presses. We did some earlier, but we're going to add a little bit of variation for you guys, because you're all like pretty expert-ish. So, hands here, shoulders down. Take your right hand, small finger, grab it like that. Yeah, so you just take the hand upside down, pull it down here. So it's by your side. Now we do an uppercut press. An uppercut press looks like this. You punch through and you pull your opposite arm over the left shoulder. So your hand, your right hand, flick it the other way. That's right. So you've got both hands here, when they're by your side, are facing into your body. And then you punch that right arm through and you pull that left arm over the back shoulder. Yeah? Now that's option number one. Option number two, if you take your feet a little bit wider, instead of just coming forward, you can add a twist and you can drop into a lunge. So if I'm doing it your way, here, I'm going to punch out to my left hand side and I'm going to drop my right knee towards the floor, or to the floor if you want, and then back. Try that a few times. We come from here, we push through. If you don't want to do the lunge on this side, you can do it here. You can lunge through like this. So do whatever is comfortable for you. Just give me some uppercut presses so I can get a nice photo of you all. Posing and everything, like superhero poses. Oh, there was actually a couple of poses then as well. I like it. There you go. I mean, I took it 5 minutes ago, but I didn't tell you. Keep going. Couple more. Come on. Keep those guns. One more, and then we're going to switch sides. Beautiful. Right, so take it back up. This time your left hand comes up, small finger to the globe. You pull it down by your side. You have the option of punching forward, or this time you go to the right. So if you go to the right, you drop your left knee and you come back to the center. If you want to do it in front and you want to add a lunge, you can step your right leg forward. Your choice. So come forward or go to the side. Go. Whenever you're ready. Don't wait for me. You just go. That's fine. Not bad. I've seen worse. No, just keep it where it was. Just bend the left knee. So from there, you just pivot and drop the knee. So go, start to turn. That knee there, that knee is going to turn that way and drop to the floor. I like watching you, you're good at this. That's it, a couple more. And then relax. Right, so I'm going to teach you, this is called the ball whip. Did you do that? Was you there when we did the ball whip? Yeah. So the ball whip is quite intense on the wrist. So what I want you to do is, if you put your globe on the floor, is there anyone who's left-handed? Everyone's right-handed. So we'll do it on the right, because that'll be probably your strongest side. So if you put your globe on the floor, take your hand halfway down, thumb facing down towards the floor. That's how you're going to start. Pick up your mace like that, about halfway. Step your right leg back slightly, and we're going to go around the left shoulder. So your thumb is going to be facing down all the way around your head, and then you're going to slide it over your shoulder and put your thumb up. So your thumb is facing down, and your thumb is up. It looks like this. Keep it close to your head. Take it round, and then you rest it on your shoulder and put your thumb up. Make sense? How do we do? Now, do it again, but when you put it on your shoulder and you put your thumb up, flick it over a little bit and hinge from your hip and catch. Be careful of anyone behind you. You don't want to take their teeth out. So you go around the head, You flick it over the shoulder, and as it comes down, you hinge from the hip and then just catch. So the hinge is to protect your shoulder and your hips, and then you just catch. Go again. You flick, and then like everything in MACE, the goal is to be able to do it without touching your shoulders. Now be really careful, so hold it at least halfway, because if you've got it low, when you do that bit and you fling, you're probably going to hit the floor. So you want to hold it at least halfway, and you want to be able to go like this, and flick it over without actually touching the shoulder, and you should be able to just keep going, like that. Round, over, round, so it becomes a bit more of a flick of the wrist. So this is really good to strengthen your shoulders, but you have to have a little bit of shoulder mobility first to be able to get it round and then flick it over the shoulder. And you also don't have to have like less of a big bun in your hair, because that doesn't help either. All you girls with your big bit there. Big buns. All you girls with the big buns, yeah. And then, so you've just done your right arm, which is your stronger one. Shall we try the left? Go slow. Halfway at least on the MACE. So if you've got it in your left hand, you take your left leg back, put it on the shoulder. So you go around the shoulder, thumb down, thumb down, thumb down, rest it on the shoulder, thumb up, let it flick through, and then catch. Safe all the time. Go again, round we go, flick through, hinge, and catch. And then only when you're feeling comfortable and confident, you do it without touching that shoulder. Woo. How we doing? So keep your thumb down. Thumb down. Always down until you do the flick. So your thumb, go like this, right, without the MACE, put the MACE down, just do your left hand, go like this, pull it around your head, and then thumb up. Yeah. And then, in MACE training, what they do, this is the ball whip, but they also put it into the middle, so it comes around, and it flicks around, and then it goes behind your shoulder, and then it goes again, like that, and then you would go 1, 2, 3, 4, straight in. Yeah, but the mill is quite intense. That extra circle there is quite intense on the shoulder. So if we do want to try that, we'll do it outside, because I ain't paying for this floor. We all right? All good so far? Right. Let's try one more traditional exercise. So this one, we did this one earlier as well, it's called the sliders. So it's a version of a tricep extension. Some of you ladies with your like strappy tops on and stuff, it's going to stick a little bit to your skin. It's not going to peel anything off, don't worry. But it slides easier if you've got t-shirts and stuff on. So what you do is you hold your handle towards the end on the right hand side, put the MACE behind you so the globe is out to the left. So this is your start position. You've got your arm right here. We're going to slide that MACE in until it gets to a point where that MACE wants to drop. As it wants to drop, you turn your body round to the left, and then you extend your left arm up. Now, as I said to you earlier, when they originally made steel maces in America, they were 10 kilos was the lightest. So obviously, people used to have to do this a little bit more. But actually, most of you guys will probably be all right with just doing a tricep extension because they're not overly heavy. So if you just want to do a tricep extension, you can. But this is a slider. So we slide in, we turn, we extend it up. So if you've got a real heavy mace, if any of you decide that you're going to go and buy one, and it's a bit heavy, you can do sliders instead of tricep extensions. Stick in. Do you want to put my jumper on? Can you not flick that bit over? See what I mean? It sticks a little bit, yeah. But obviously, like this gentleman here has got his t-shirt on, so it slides a bit better. Don't know about the material. You'll be all right at the back as well with your nice little jacket on. Easy. Sliding. Right, and then switch. Do the other side, pull it on the other side. So you've got it out towards the left. The globe is on the right. It drops. You turn, and you slide back up. Yeah. So it's a way of using a heavy weight to work your triceps and your core and continuous. So the movement, you just keep going. As it gets to a point where the tension takes off, you turn the body and put the tension back on. You turn away, you put the tension back on. You turn away, you put the tension back on. You just keep going. Yeah? So you can keep going and keep going and keep going. Even with a light weight, you'll start to get it kicking in after a while. That's it. So when you extend, keep your arm up like that, turn back to the front, and then you're already in position. Yeah? Anyone else? Let's have a look. What are you shaking your legs for?
I was cracking my knee.
Like doing triceps and like.
I was cracking my knee, sorry.
No, it's okay. I thought you were moaning about your legs. That's the triceps. Next, we're going to do the red neck press. Remember that one? So red neck press is called that because if you drop it on your neck, it makes it go red. You're going to place it like this on your shoulder. Right hand, right shoulder. Slide that mace back as far as you feel comfortable, so there's a little bit of tension. Then switch hands. Put your left hand on to balance. Bring your right hand into your right shoulder. And from there, the right arm is the one that's going to do the work. You press up, and you carefully pull it back down on that shoulder. Yeah? If you want to make it more challenging, you just push that mace out a little bit further at the back, like that, and then go. So there's a less bar to hold on to at the front, and you've got to pull down slightly with the left arm, and you push. We said earlier about this in my other class, it only takes a few pounds of pressure to break your collarbone. So we was trying it for the interest of science to see if anyone wanted to have a go, but no one seemed to want to have a go. It's a bit boring, wouldn't they? What about this class? Another boring class. 2 more. Feeling it? Anything? And then relax. Switch. And then you do the same on the other side. So the hand that is going to press is the hand that's closest to the shoulder, and then you just push up. So if I let you in on a little secret, I come to these events to show people how to use MACE training, and when I train with the MACE, I do 2 exercises, and that is it. And that's the 360 and the 10 to 2, I don't do anything else. They're my favourite ones, especially if you start to go a bit heavier. You don't need to do much else, you do like 5-10 minutes worth of swinging, and then you can just go and sit on the sofa. It's great. Couple more. Last one. Then next, we're going to do what is known as the grave digger. Bring it back over. Right hand towards the end. Left hand a couple of inches away from the globe. Take your right leg back. So you've got your right hand at the back, right hand, and the globe at the front. So you got your right leg back. You're going to dig into the ground. Soften your knees, and then as you stand, you're going to straighten your arms and put the globe over your left shoulder. So you come up like this. Yeah? Come back, you dig in, and then you chuck the dirt over your left shoulder. Now, if you want to make it a bit more intense through that rotational movement, you can come here and you fling it over your shoulder, and then go again. Don't let go though when you fling it. Don't worry, I'm not going to get you. Because there's a mirror, like a glass behind you, and I'm a little bit nervous. Yes. Chuck it right over. So this is digging graves. If we work hard enough, it might be our own. Flick it right over. And then anyone who wants to have a go later, trying it with a slightly heavier one, see the difference. This exercise makes a real big difference. The heavier the weight on the end of the ball, on the end of the bar, the ball is massive. 2 more, and then we're going to switch sides. So bring it in, step the left leg back, right hand closer to the globe. You can make it more challenging without changing the weight. You can do this. Your right hand, is that your right? Yeah, your right hand, move it further away from the globe. So go further back. That's it. And then you go the same thing over. So it becomes a little bit more intense without actually having to change the weight. Look at the seriousness of this face. That's it. Fling it over that shoulder. Beautiful. Couple more seconds, and then I'm going to give you a nice little stretch. And then just relax, relax. Is that all right? Easy enough? So I just wanted to, again, like earlier, just chuck a load of different exercises at you, because if I just come in and said, right, this is the traditional move that we're going to do for 45 minutes, you probably would have got a little bit bored, frustrated, and a bit sore from where you keep going, ooh, like that. Let's have a little stretch. So again, if we take it into the right hand, take it behind the back, you can give the triceps a good stretch here. Just let that weight pull your arm down. Are you all glad you came now? I mean, you have to tell your faces if that's true, because I don't know if it is. If you're into kettlebell training, it's a really good complementary kind of thing to do with it. Switch. So I use kettlebells and mace pretty much for everything. I've got loads of barbells and stuff, but I just look at them and go, that looks good. Let's get the mace out. Place both hands on, slide it over. Take the hands wide, it doesn't matter which side you have the globe, and just use the bar to fold yourself forward into a little back of the body stretch. Slowly come on up. Keep the globe out to one side. It doesn't matter which side, so we're going to do both. Place it behind your shoulders and just twist your body to the back with the globe. If you're going different directions, it don't matter because we're going to do both sides. Do about 5 twists just to get a bit of mobility into your spine. So if you did do it on one side, you can switch the globe around if you wish. Do the other side. Some of you just alternate, so that's cool as well. That's it, side to side. And then I've got a real nice like hip and glute stretch if you want to do it, but that means you have to go on the floor. There are mats if you want them, but if you want to do this last stretch, come on down, come on down. So we're going to put our legs like this, 90 degrees with the front leg. There's mats over there if anyone does want them, or here. Front leg is at 90 degrees, back leg is at 90 degrees, so I'm sat like this. Yep. Now, with your weight, if you've got your right leg forward, you want the globe out to the left-hand side, you can keep it in front of your shoulders, or you can go behind, and then you just take a nice deep breath in, smile, and then fold forward and hold. And then we can see who's got the tight asses and lower back. That's all them glute bridges, isn't it, eh? Because there's definitely some of them going on.
I just want to spin those.
Then relax, slowly coming up. Turn that globe towards the back of the room and just hold. And then relax, come back to the center and switch. And then we'll do the other side. Folding forward whenever you're feeling ready. Slowly up and twist to the back. Relax, relax, relax. Come on down. Put the mace down, give the shoulders a little roll, give your legs a little shake. Get out whenever you're ready. There's no rush. And thank you very much, guys, for joining me. You were all fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. If any